Welcome to Community Checkup. We are so thrilled about today's show because we are highlighting incredible work being done, a wonderful partnership between Delta Dental of Tennessee and St. Jude Children's Hospital. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller.
I'm Missy Acosta.
And we are here at the Golf Club of Tennessee in Kingston Springs. This is a beautiful setting.
Yes, it is a beautiful golf course, and we've been able to host Delta Dental and Friends here for about 10 years now. And this is the fourth year that we have been in partnership with St. Jude for this. And if you are not familiar with St. Jude, you absolutely stay tuned. You're going to get to hear from the area director for ALSAC St. Jude, as well as a patient talking with her mom about their journey through this. So it's going to be a great show. And also, go to Memphis, check it out. St. Jude has a beautiful visitor center, so you can learn a little bit more about what they're doing and the spirit of Danny Thomas and his promise to St. Jude to help make sure that children are healed of cancer. And, you know, his big saying is no child should die in the dawn of life. And the work that they are doing is absolutely amazing. And you got a chance to talk with Addie and her mom.
Yes, and a wonderful conversation that I really want you to understand. It's not just like the treatments and research where this money goes to help make sure that, you know, these little ones survive, but the support that's given. And that support can be priceless when a family is going through such a moment of crisis and, you know, not knowing what's coming. So I can't wait for you to hear from them. How many participants do you have this year in the golf tournament?
It is a sold out tournament. I can't tell you the number. I'm so sorry.
No, but that's great.
Yes, it is sold out. There was a concert last night. Jay DeMarcus from Rascal Flatts puts together, he'll have an all-star lineup and have some friends come in, they perform. Some of them are playing in the tournament today, and it's all for such a wonderful cause.
Now, I know, you know, we have our golfing fanatics out there and they just want to play on this beautiful course, but I'm assuming that most of your players come out because of where the money's going.
Absolutely. It's not cheap to play. It is $10,000 for a foursome, but all of that money goes to St. Jude, and you're talking with Addie and her mom, you're going to hear, you know, and I believe Wendy it will share some more about the finances and how every little bit helps.
Yes, it does, because again, these children who come through that cancer diagnosis, they don't just survive, they thrive. And that is something you're going to definitely get from hearing from Addie's mom, Lindsay, for certain. How much money has been raised through this tournament, or do we want to wait and share that at the end?
Let's let Wendy share that, actually.
I like that, yes. Well, stick with us. We have a lot to come here on Community Checkup today, really highlighting and focusing on the work done by St. Jude and, of course, Delta Dental and Friends. That's it, Delta Dental and Friends Golf Tournament, and how it contributes to all of that support.
Yes, and we have another segment too with Harriet Shifton from Gilda's Club, also a cancer support organization here in Nashville, and named for the namesake is Gilda Radner. So that's how they came up with Gilda's Club, and wonderful conversation with Harriet. Can't wait to share with everybody.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Bongo Java. Come see us at the Omni Nashville.
Hi, welcome back to Community Checkup. We're so excited to be here. It's the Delta Dental and Friends annual golf tournament, and we have been supporting St. Jude with this golf tournament for 4 years now. So I am so excited to be able to welcome my friend Wendy Bunton to join us.
Hi, I'm so pleased to be here. Thank you all for hosting us today.
So nice to have you.
Oh, thank you. I mean, this is such a treasured partnership between Delta Dental and Smile 180. We feel incredibly grateful to be the recipient of your goodwill, your funds, and the way that you bring community together during this day of play and last night with the concert and dinner. So thank you.
Yeah, we're happy to do it. So I heard rumors we're over 500,000 last night.
Oh,
Wow.
yes, we broke a record last night.
That's great.
Indeed, and boy, is it an opportunity to celebrate because it puts the peak on the mountaintop. After 4 years of partnership, together we have raised almost $2 million for the kids, families at St. Jude. So thank you.
How are these dollars used?
Absolutely. So St. Jude is the preeminent hospital for comprehensive childhood cancer care. So we fight cancer and other catastrophic diseases. So these funds go directly to the children and families who need them most, and they also go to the top-notch research to find stronger, better cures for cancer and other catastrophic diseases. So we want to make sure that we're finding less invasive and less toxic ways to treat cancer. And that's what your dollars have gone to. So thank you.
So no patient ever has to pay. No family has to pay at St. Jude.
That's right.
And so the funds are essential for that. And I mean, just to put it into perspective, I hear nearly $2 million over the past 4 years. To me, that's an amazing number. Yes. But it costs a lot for St. Jude to be able to treat the patients and do the research.
It does.
Do you know how much a day to run St. Jude is?
That's a good question. I mean, the average cost of cancer care for even one patient could run as high as $500,000. These are talking about cutting edge treatments that we're bringing to bear. These are also some of the most rare and very highly specific diseases that we're fighting. So indeed, the St. Jude patient never has to pay, they never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the last thing we want a family to do is worry about anything other than their child and getting better.
Something else that's priceless that they get is the support. It's not just about the food, but the support of the staff that's there.
The word hope is an often overused word these days, but when I walk through the hallways of that hospital, it's the feeling that you gather from being there. It's the gift of hope, truly. And I think yes, it is a continuum of care. So from the researchers down to the clinicians, the nurses, counselors, of course we have a school, we have a hairstylist, we have a nutritionist, our own wonderful K Cafe that will make anything that the children need, anything they have a taste for. So yes, it's very, very much about treating the patient and their entire family that's staying there, just making sure that they have as many comforts of home as they can.
Mm-hmm. And one of the most amazing things that St. Jude does, I think, is everything they do, all of their protocols are public.
Absolutely.
They make that information available so physicians all around the world can see what their protocols are. They're able to dialogue with the doctors at St. Jude. And so patients all over the world are getting help even if they're not able to make it to Memphis, Tennessee.
By working and partnering with supporters like Delta Dental and Smile 180, you can rest assured that we're making a big dent in helping to support cancer care.
Thank you guys for being that partner with them.
Yes, it's truly a delight. And we first got involved with St. Jude with the dental clinic because every patient, the first step before any type of care for cancer is to go through a dental clinic because you have to get rid of any bacteria that may be in the mouth or bad bacteria. Of course, there's always good. But it was remarkable to me to see and to learn that that's the first step. And that is something that we could play a role with. And we helped to refurbish the clinic about 15 years ago, I think. And it's a great place. And to what Wendy was saying, the environment at St. Jude is welcoming, it's fun, it's colorful, it's playful, even in the dental clinic.
What a joy it is to have had that long-term partnership, and truly we celebrate every day that remarkable way that you have supported our mission, so thank you.
Thank you. It's been great. Wendy, thank you so much for joining us. We've enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you.
And we're going to keep on with the conversation about the work that St. Jude is doing and how Delta Dental and Friends is helping to support that mission. We're going to hear from the St. Jude patient advocate and her mother when we come back.
Hi, I'm Joseph Burgoyne, Chef Tornado of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Kitchen Notes.
Welcome back. Once again, we are here with Delta Dental and Friends Golf Tournament at the Golf Course of Tennessee. I am joined now by two very special guests. We have Lindsay and Addie Fernlin. First off, thank you both for giving me your time.
Of course.
But the star is definitely Addie. Addie is the patient advocate for St. Jude. Lindsay, when you look at your daughter, I mean, I'm sure all you see right now is strength. Give us a little bit, tell us a little bit about Addie. What is she like?
She is extremely funny. She loves just making people smile. She is incredibly smart, incredibly witty. I have to give that one to her dad. She strives to do well. She's doing volleyball this year with her middle school team, and she has found new confidence this summer riding horses in shows, and she showed well in a couple shows this summer. Just incredibly resilient. Yeah.
That's the word right there, resilient. And at 11 years old, Addie has been cancer-free now for how long?
7 years.
7 years.
7 years this November.
Wow. When was she diagnosed?
She was diagnosed, I guess that would have been October. I apologize.
No, you're good.
She was diagnosed in August of 2017.
Okay, how old was she then?
She was three and some change, yeah.
Those moments, getting those words, knowing kind of like what you'd be going up against, what she'd be going up against. For you and your family, what was that like for you guys?
It was soul crushing. Just, we were terrified. Didn't know what next steps would be. Just knew that our lives were about to change forever, and things had to be put on hold, and that we were just going to have to focus on her for a while and get her better.
What did St. Jude help make possible?
They were incredibly good at just being honest with us and upfront about her diagnosis, about chances of recurrence. They didn't sugarcoat anything, which we really appreciated as parents, you know, but incredibly kind. Told us they were there for us and anything that we ever needed, and they held true to that. Every single person there in that building, in all of those buildings, was solely there for her and for the other patients and for us as parents too. Like if we even looked like we were having a rough day, it was like someone was always coming to talk to us, seeing what we needed, anything like that, and always had a smile on their faces. There was at one point we were having a really rough day. It was when we were first got there, and she was having a rough day. I was having a rough day. We were all having a rough day, and someone came and asked us what was wrong, and she was upset because of everything that they had to do to get her ready for treatment. She had had surgery to have a port inserted. She had had, you know, blood work drawn, everything that they have to do to get ready, and she just wanted her blanket. And we went without it that day because we had back-to-back appointments. We didn't have time to go back to Tri-Delta to go get it and then come back and be ready for appointments. And like me and my husband didn't want to go and miss something important, you know, but we were just struggling. And someone came up to me and asked, what's going on? We told them, and I was in tears, she was in tears. That person went and walked to our hotel to go get her blanket and brought it back to her. And just things like that just really made the experience there, I'm not going to say easy, but easier, more
Tolerable?
like we had more support.
Yeah.
We just had to ask for it. And yeah, it's a truly amazing place.
You know, you see the commercials about St. Jude Hospital and you hear from the families and the parents there on that commercial, but it's those little moments right there that can sometimes make or break a day. So when you make those donations, I mean, that's what you're helping with.
Yep.
The number of children who are having a tough time, the families that are having a tough time, and in that moment, just know that donation, someone is taking care of them for those little things. So little things can make the biggest difference. Addie, being a patient advocate, how is she? I mean, I'm sure she's done a great job. What has it been like for her? What has she shared with you?
She's enjoyed it. She's had fun. Especially last night at the dinner. She, just enjoyed the music and everything like that. She does enjoy doing this, but she also enjoys just being able to help. And I told her how well everything went last night, and that made her very happy.
I'm sorry I missed that, darn it.
Yeah.
I have to ask, did you, with the shake of the head or no, did you enjoy speaking in front of the crowd?
She didn't really speak much.
Okay.
She did say thank you.
Oh, that works too. How will you continue to use her advocacy to help others?
Just to share our experience. Sometimes I feel the things that, as a person of faith, I believe that we gain experiences through the challenges that we go through, and if we go through those challenges and make it through those challenges, it's important for us to also share our experience and be help to others. And if we are able to do that through doing things like this, then I'm more than willing to do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for talking with me, Addie. Thank you so much for talking with me before and for being here and being a part of this and being the advocate that you are for St. Jude. So thank you very much for that. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Gilda's Club Middle Tennessee, a cancer support community with something for everyone in all ages. We are just delighted to be sitting down with President and CEO Harriet Shifton. First off, Harriet, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Give us the mission of Gilda's Club for those who may not be too familiar.
Gilda's Club is a place for anyone impacted by cancer. So people with a diagnosis, people who are caregiving for someone with a diagnosis, people who know friend, family member with cancer. We provide support to anyone and everyone, any type of diagnosis at any stage, people of any gender, kids, teens, young adults, and families. So we really target and provide holistic wraparound support for people going through a cancer experience.
How is that support provided? Like, what are you doing to support?
So that's a great question. Support looks like whatever someone identifies as their need. It could be an exercise class, it could be food and nutrition, it could be a support group, like it might be 3 of us plus 3 other people going through a similar experience. It could be coming to a meal and getting to know other people. It could be families coming together. It's psychosocial support, it's community education, bringing people together to really give them the tools of shared experience, which we know helps people through difficult, challenging times.
You saying that, my mom, when she was going through her cancer treatment, she was like, you don't understand, you don't have it. And so I bet that really does give that support for sure.
We really value that everyone is the expert at their own experience, but we also want to provide tools and the best educational and the best medical providers who come in to do educational programming so that people are armed and equipped to make decisions and to talk to their families and talk to their healthcare providers. And the evidence shows that people who get support during cancer experience do better and have better mental health, because it is a very challenging time.
Well, and to what Stefanie was saying, that leads to the legacy on which Gilda's Club is built. I was a child of the 70s. I remember Gilda Radner, but would you share with everybody kind of how Gilda's Club came to be? Because that was exactly what she was wishing for at the time of her diagnosis.
So Gilda Radner is our namesake. She was a comedian in the original Saturday Night Live cast in 1975. She went through an ovarian cancer experience. That was not untypical of other cancer experiences where she had a diagnosis. She went through different treatments. She had times when she was in remission, which is what we called it at that time. Despite all of her resources and all of her friends and all of the people who gathered around her, she felt like it was a very lonely journey. And to what you said, Stefanie, is she felt like no one got it. And so she went to therapy. Her therapist recommended her to a wellness community. And there she went to a potluck dinner, and she said, these are my people, and these people get it. And you can come on a good day and come on a bad day and laugh and cry together. And it really improved her well-being and her mental state. And she said, these are my people. And after her death, her husband, Gene Wilder, the original Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and her therapist, who is still with our organization, said, we want to launch these wellness communities in Gilda's name. And so Gilda's clubs launched all over the United States, and we are independent nonprofits, so we raise money from this local community, but we support this community. And the most important thing is that we do everything at no charge, so there's no cost for any support for anyone who comes through our doors.
And speaking of that fundraising, you've
Yes.
got some great events coming up. Share with us about the
So-
Red Door Bash.
This community is very generous. One of our signature fundraisers is our Red Door Bash Gala, which we actually hold in this Omni Hotel, where we bring together everybody across the community to celebrate people who've really made a difference in our community, to raise essential funds. We raise about 25% of our operating budget in one night. We have an award-winning silent auction. We have great food. We're going to have entertainment. So we really want to bring people together to have a mission-filled, fun evening, all supporting our members and participants.
Talk about the honorees.
So we are honoring this year two really worthy sets of honorees. Anthony Barton, who was part of the original launching of this Red Door Bash that has really become our signature event. He launched it with a co-chair in 2018, and now we're entering our 8th year of the Red Door Bash. So we're honoring him with the Nancy Saturn Award for Inspiration. And then a really wonderful couple, Keith and Meryl Kraft, who really have supported Gilda's Club in every way possible, as donors, as volunteers. Meryl teaches expressive arts at Gilda's. They are both all in, and they have been participants, and they have been champions, and they have been board members, and they support in all the ways. So they are the most worthy, all three, really the most worthy honorees.
And there's another event coming up after that in November, the Gilda's Club Fall Festival. Is that open to the community?
So we're in a really busy season of fall fundraising events, but the Fall Festival is a time where we throw the doors open of our clubhouse on Division Street. It is full of activities for every age, and they're all free. So we are showing off our signature hospitality, and everyone should really come check out Gilda's Club. It is for the whole community. It is a day for individuals, for couples, for families, and there's activities for all ages. There's make your own flower bouquet. There's really excellent food, and it's a fun day to come out and enjoy Gilda's Club. It's right in the middle of the day, and we have solved your parking problem because lots of our neighbors on Music Row lend us their parking lots on that day.
How wonderful. Where can we find that information for those watching that would like to get more?
So all the event information is on our website, gildasclubmiddletn.org, and all the events are listed, and our phone number's there, and you can do everything you need to on the website.
Well, here on Community Checkup, I'm curious how Delta Dental and Gilda's Club have a connection.
Sure. We first reached out to Gilda's Club. Oral cancer is one of the most debilitating cancers. One person every hour, every day is dying of oral cancer. Diagnosis can be simple, going to the dentist, but when people when people do have the cancer, it could involve removal of some of the jaw or some of the tongue. It's a very difficult experience. And going back to the conversation earlier about people need somebody who understands what they're going through, because family members can't really understand. They see what's happening to their loved one, but that person needs support. And so the Gilda's Club has a support group. We fund that support group, and every April, which is Oral Cancer Awareness Month, we get together and we help to educate the public about oral cancer. Early diagnosis is the key to survival. And so we really put out the information so that people know, go to the dentist. The dentist could be, and when the dentist is looking for oral cancer, it's when the dentist pulls your tongue out with the gauze and they're palpating your glands, that's an oral cancer check. You may not be aware that that's what your dentist is doing. But that support group is so important to us. We want to help people heal, and so glad that Gilda's Club gives them this space.
It is such a lovely partnership, because really we want to send people for early screenings, because early detection is so important. And Delta Dental has a reach across all of Tennessee. And so we're able to both let people know how important visiting the dentist is. It's not only for your teeth, it's for these really essential cancer checks.
Is there a way that the community can support Gilda's Club throughout the year?
So we're fueled by volunteers. We're fueled by this community, and we're fueled by donors of all sizes. If someone wants to volunteer, they can hop on our website. We have people who deliver programs for us. We have people who stuff envelopes for us, our board members. We have wonderful committees. So this Red Door Bash does not happen with us alone. We have 14 amazing volunteers. We've just had a golf classic that was also fueled by volunteers. So any way somebody wants to get involved, we will make it happen.
I asked that to ask you, why is your heart in this?
Well, from the beginning, I always feel like I wanted to spend my career bringing community together. I think community is a really essential support network. I experienced that as a young person. There was a time when I received benefits from the community and I didn't even know what was happening. And as an adult, I just know the benefit of bringing people together. Most people really want to lean in. They really want to be in a community where people help each other. And this community benefits from the nonprofits that are here. We are the social service network and support. So I just love, for me, I just really love bringing people in a community together to help us do more and live in the kind of community we want to live in, where we're here for each other.
That's awesome. Harriet, thank you so much for being with us here today for Community Checkup. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier Whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
Wonderful. This is going to be, I think, one of my favorite shows that we've done so far with all the information that's come out today.
Yes.
Missy, thank you so much. And
not to mention the beautiful weather and the lovely location.
The setting is absolutely gorgeous. What else do you all have coming up with Delta Dental of Tennessee and the support that you're offering to others?
We have a couple of events coming up, Communities in Schools. We talked with Leah I think at the last episode. Their big fundraiser is coming up. We also have, we just launched our 60th anniversary celebration.
Wonderful.
So we had a group of employees go to Second Harvest Food Bank. We did a volunteer session stuffing the backpacks. We put toothbrushes in those backpacks twice a year. And we got to meet some other volunteers. There were 2 groups volunteering that day. So we had cake. It was a birthday party for our 60th anniversary. So excited to kick that off and do some other things in the community. As a matter of fact, the winner for today's golf tournament, we are donating $6,060, so 60-60, back to St. Jude on behalf of the winning team. So
wonderful.
Yes.
That is great. Missy, always great to sit down with you and to learn about the amazing things happening in our communities.
I'm blessed to be able to do it. So.
And we always appreciate that you join us here for Community Checkup. So until next month, we'll see you then.